And you're listening to TGLF 89.3 FM. Welcome back to the Relationship Whisperer Show with Miss Dragonfly, where we discuss all things relationships with the aim to make marriage great again. And we are coming live from the studio today, and Bluey is joining me again today. Once again.
Live from Liverpool.
Yes, come back
Standing
for more.
up for the blokes.
Coming back for more, eh? Now, you know, now and then we kind of like need to look at a couple that everyone knows, and so that we can actually analyse and see what can we learn from what they did right and what they did wrong, and couples that we see belong together and those that we kind of like shake our heads and think, nah, they shouldn't be together. Sometimes ever, you know, it was a mistake. Yeah,
did you know it was a mistake from the start?
I guess, you know, everyone, when people marry, there are kind of like a few variations. Those that are totally just in love, and so they will think, oh, I'm going to want to spend the rest of my life with that person just because I'm in love. Yeah.
Okay.
And other things is kind of like more of that. I want to marry and kind of like can't find. Basically, want to marry. So look for someone.
They're
to
looking
marry.
for a knight in shining armour.
Yeah,
will end up with some bloke in muddy boots.
Yes, certainly right. Want to marry, and so try to look around for someone. And sometimes, well, like I say, most of the time in that instance is women in their 30s. That
Once that clock ticks.
wants to marry, and so tries to look for someone. And sometimes, you know, you kind of like have to settle for the best around there,
Yeah.
which is not the best.
Not the best.
Partner or choice for them. But
how many times has
best
women
possible.
rejected all these good guys? No, you're
In their
not good
20s.
enough. No, you're not good enough.
And that's the thing.
No, I'm turning my nose up at you. No, how dare you even ask me out? You're not anywhere near my caliber. And all of a sudden, it all changes.
Yeah,
it turns around. It's the man that gets that. It turns around.
Yep. Like I said, I've read plenty of comments from men that had that happen to them, that a lot of MGTOW men saying, oh, in the 20s they were so arrogant and rejected this guy and that guy, no one was good enough for them, and now now they're desperate. So
now we can get a revenge.
Yeah, like a revenge. I don't even use the word karma. It's just like revenge.
All these guys have got all these sort of psychological scarring from being rejected until women telling them to piss off.
And now, as time
now they're
goes
after
on,
for their own back.
Yeah. I've got more time than you do, kind of thing. Yeah. And unfortunately, that is the case biologically.
And men can get by easier with that than women, really. A woman sort of needs a guy to
do things.
Yeah. Protection, just support. Because women can lose it a lot. Like they're very emotional, They're more emotionally charged than men, for the most part, you know?
Yeah.
And so they need that support, that stability. Look, snap out of it.
Yeah.
Everything will be all right. Don't worry about that. You know, and then it helps a woman to function.
Yeah.
But without it, a woman can be, you know, like the negativity can. You know,
and I think that's what.
And it's not just for women, of course. It's also for men. It's not one or the other. But there's tendencies.
Yeah.
We're different. We're made up different.
Though now feminists are trying to train women out of that. You know, kind of thinking, no.
Good luck.
No, you don't need a man. You don't need a family. You know, least of all, children. You know what you really, what is most important for you, and what you should be focusing on is your career and yourself. Just have fun and your career. So get a family.
You can watch a YouTube video and learn how to change a light bulb.
You know, and I think, you must have children. All right. Have your kid, and then and then throw it to childcare, so you can get back to work with it in a month.
So you can work back on your career.
Yeah, you do not want to put your career in jeopardy, do you? That's the worst thing you want. You know, your kids interrupted you enough. So you're trying to train women out of their instinct and their biology.
Yeah.
You know, and drive. Well, what is natural comes naturally to women. So they don't want the women to be the support person. They want women to be the driver, the leader. But it's the same. Biology makes us uncomfortable in a role that we're not naturally designed for. We're not naturally designed, not naturally equipped for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you look at TV commercials.
Yeah.
If you notice, if you just observe some of them, they're nearly all the same, by the way.
Yeah.
They've always got a man and a woman, and the man's relayed as dumb.
Yeah.
And the woman gets all the shit right.
Yeah.
She can do this, she can do that, and it's all simple and easy for her.
Yeah.
And so on. But the guy's there scratching his head, going, which infers, therefore, that without the woman present, this man would not be able to function in life at all. And that's what it sort of relays. And nearly every commercial's like that, if you look at it. So what's the agenda here? Are they actually just picking up on the market, what's actually going on? Or are they actually trying to create a scenario?
Social engineering.
Social engineering. Like steering, or like sheepdog tactics or whatever. The guy goes, come by.
Into a certain,
through that fence.
Through that gate that they want you to go.
Yeah, you funnel you through them. Yeah.
Yeah, funnel them in.
Yeah, and one's there and you can't get out. And you've got no choice but to go through that gate and be a sheep.
Yeah, and then so there's certain realities that... and things where, what is the strong, independent woman mold just doesn't fit. They try to get, strong, independent woman, you don't need no man, do everything yourself.
You can do it all yourself.
Yourself, and the reality is you can't.
You got any problem, you just ring the police, stuff like that.
So like that, or hire a tradesman if you need for certain things. But come on, they're going to hire a tradesman for every little thing? That's the business world. You've heard of hire a hubby?
Yeah.
I was speaking to one of them, okay, and they did it, and they said, some of the simplest jobs are like hanging up a picture on the wall.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So
I hope there's no overnight jobs, is there? Hire a hubby. No.
Well, what I heard about it is some men start out thinking that they can do that, but then they find that the demand's not there. It's far easier for women to get sex than it is for men.
Oh, yeah, of course.
No matter how a woman looks.
Yeah. Well, there's an old saying, any woman can get any man. I don't know if that's quite true.
For the night, but not permanently.
Not permanently. Yeah, I don't know if that's quite true. but nonetheless, it was a known statement. Yeah. So there's some spark behind the fire, perhaps.
Yeah. So, it is, by and large, that's the case. And I heard something like if you worked in a bar, you're guaranteed to meet someone. No matter Some people actually meet their spouses at a bar.
Well, some people even meet kings and kings.
Oh, yeah, at a bar.
And one in
kings.
Sydney.
Future king.
What did that woman, what's her name? Princess?
Mary Donaldson. Now she had played a beautiful long game. Now I did do a reading for on their marriage last year when there was rumours that he'd had an affair. And then not long after that, his mother abdicated and gave it to them. So I think that it was a bold move by her to save the marriage.
But it was interesting
Mary to stay.
The verbiage that you used. She played a really great long game.
Yeah.
What does long game mean?
Long term, okay.
I know what the terminology is, or the sentiment, long term.
Yeah.
But what does the game mean?
You mean in her context?
Yeah. Well, you mentioned she plays a great long game.
Well, she became queen, didn't she? After 20 years.
Yeah, but the thing is that what's the definition of the game?
The game.
What's the game? What's this game about?
Yeah.
And where's the rules for the game?
Well, these royal protocols. Okay.
I believe that you're actually meaning that she actually put herself in that position. She nurtured that position.
Yeah.
And so on and so on.
Yeah, like I was saying, look, she might have met him accidentally, but then she caught onto an opportunity.
But putting the ring on it was the ultimate desire.
Was the ultimate desire. Okay, and what
she managed to achieve that.
And she conformed, and she worked to do it. From what I understand, she did not put a foot wrong. And keeping the peace, being popular as a crown princess, and just waiting to become queen. So she was a good girl.
Not a single blemish of a psychosis.
Yeah, psychosis or anything.
All your sort of strange psychologies were all sort of locked in the cupboard. And
she
not
did not put a foot wrong.
Didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, she played by the rules and made sure that she was popular with the public and so forth.
Smiling, soft, nice.
So they would be supporting her as
So if
queen.
Markle did the same thing, she would have a popularity now.
Who, Mike?
I don't know her name.
Michael?
What's that name? Meghan
Markle, and the subject of today's discussion.
But if she had followed the same business model,
she would have done well. If
she had played the same, quote unquote, long game.
Yeah, she played a very short game. She played a very short game.
That's because she had a short attention span, perhaps, because the model was there.
She was in a hurry.
Mary did the business model for her.
You know what?
She could have followed Mary's model. And it would have all went well for her.
The difference. Mary married the heir. Meghan married the spare, you see? True?
She got the... So one got the heir and she got the spare.
So,
goodness
and she couldn't accept that. She thought she was going to wanted to be a centre of attention. And they found out that there was a pecking order.
She's only plan B.
Yeah, she's only that. And soon to be more and more irrelevant as the heir, William's kids grow up and they take prominence. So then you kind of be pushed out the side. Just like Prince Andrew was, after Charles's sons grew up and they took more of the spotlight.
Yeah.
So
Andrew was out.
Yeah, he became obsolete. Mm-hmm. So that's also what Harry's in danger of. Well, not in danger, he will become soon. So they had to make the most of the limelight. So actually, she was in a hurry. I mean, look, she was barely there, like 2 years, and then calls it quits. I guess she's thinking, I'll go in, I'll show those stiffy Brits a thing or two to lighten up and change things. But ended up she got there and realised that she had to conform because there are centuries-old traditions. It's an institution. Like even rules for the women, how they dress. They will have to have pantyhose, only neutral, nail polish, and so forth. And certain rules, so like no miniskirts and so forth. And the women all mostly wore dresses, not pants, no matter the weather. So, and curtsies and bows formalities.
Whilst the Queen was around.
Yeah.
Probably be a bit more formal.
Yeah. So, I thought it's obvious she hates the royal family, but she insists on holding onto her title, her Duchess title. Remember, as part of...
that gives her relevance, you see. Yeah. Without it, what are you?
She's nothing.
Just an old sort of soap opera.
So when she said, we want our privacy, we're left for privacy.
Yeah, and then you go and do documentaries. And open up into things that are bordering on things that you don't really relay of in a family matter, do you? You keep your you keep your dirty laundry or whatever. I don't know, but
yeah.
Oh dear.
So a negotiation. Look, Harry wants to go back because I really did not think he'll be able to hack it outside the royal family, simply because he was born there with a silver spoon.
He was born there. And he knows the protocol since he was born.
And he's done nothing else.
That's his job. You had 50 appointments every month. You had to get up here, go there, go and shake this one's hands, go and meet these people.
Yeah, and not be paid for it as well.
Well, he would get paid for it before.
No, he won't be.
But now...
No, he wasn't actually technically paid for it. The taxpayers supported his lifestyle, and that was what in between.
He was given a salary, wasn't he?
No.
Every year he was given a salary and the Kensington Palace, wasn't it?
Kensington Palace. This is a sort of things like the government pays for all their engagements in terms of security and all the functions.
So he was paid.
No, that he doesn't get paid directly, not for each visit like normally a celebrity would.
Oh, right.
Okay.
He gets a yearly.
He gets a yearly allowance like
so instead of
security
doing 50, I can only do 40 this month unless you're going to pay me a bonus.
No, it doesn't work that way. Or, it comes from the privy purse, his father. Gets the paid from the father. That's their private income.
Yeah.
And then they have official salaries and what they do, but it covers everything. Like they would get paid,
but
public security.
That was his job since he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yeah.
He was always in the front of the line.
He can't do anything else. He can't do anything else.
And all of a sudden now he's been catapulted into...
You've got to look after yourself.
You've got to look after yourself and make a documentary. Everybody wants to know your story, but after a while, you're here today, you're gone tomorrow. And it's the thing about this world, it doesn't matter how famous we are. We can, after a very short period of time, we're obfuscated. We're irrelevant. Almost. Who would mind if we just disappear, said the old song. And
well, anyway, it looks like he finally saw the light and he wants to return back to the royal family. And part of that, Meghan insisted as part of the conditions of her going back to the UK, she wants her Royal Highness title. They agreed to take it off, and she wants people to bow and curtsy to her as her conditions.
What? You actually put that in there? No.
Yeah, she wants to be the star.
If you want people to like you and subscribe and follow as people do these days, so it appears, then you've got to remain humble.
Humble, yeah.
You've got to eat some humble pie,
There's
love.
no humbleness. And I'll tell you,
you want people to bow and curtsy? Are you allowed to rip a big flatulence?
Because she's royal.
Are you allowed to rip a big fart when you're doing it?
Take a title from a country that she hates.
Yeah, just drop a big stinky right next to her. A big silent one.
Oh, really.
You'll curtsy then.
And
your tiara's changing colour.
Really? Come on. All right. I think it's time we go to some music.
It might be Saved by the Bell or the Smell, one of the two.
And we'll be right back with more. The Relationship Whisperer Show with Miss Dragonfly, where we discuss all things relationships with the aim to make marriage great again.
Even for Harry and Meghan.
Yes, everyone's favourite couple.
Maybe they should tune in.
We're talking about today. Yeah, maybe we should. Talking about them. Did you hear that Meghan's cooking show was just recently cancelled by Netflix? The reviews are just the audience, the ratings were too low.
Well, she wasn't a good cook.
No, I don't think she ever cooked, really. People are looking at...
This is how you make a cup of tea.
Yeah. Oh, the thing about putting flowers in the ice cubes, edible flowers? Yeah. Making ice cubes with edible flowers.
No.
So certain tricks like that and packaging stuff for people. And what is it? She went into the beehives with a beekeeper.
She did?
Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah, I mean, and everyone noticed her bee suit was pristine, brand new.
Prada bee suit.
Prada bee suit. But that's not relatable. I mean, how many people keep bees in their backyards and extract honey for their kitchen table?
Well, you do it.
Well, yeah, I do it. But yeah, it's hardly. It looked like it wasn't a serious cooking, and people were actually concerned about her hygiene as well because they noticed in one of the videos there was like an insect, in one of the dishes.
Wasn't a bee, was it?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a bee. Yeah, but it was cancelled by Netflix. I mean, that it wasn't even her real kitchen. Staged in some other house.
No.
And pretended, but anyway.
A studio kitchen or something.
She's trying so hard to become relevant and building up her own brand.
She needs to be nicer.
Yeah, that's the thing, and not
you need
be
to be
such
humble.
A grifter.
What did the mother-in-law gave you the tips, didn't she?
Yeah, she wants to be the mother-in-law.
She went around places where people were, blown up by the mines. And she sat in the same bed with them, and she held their hand.
She couldn't be bothered.
And people with lepers or whatever.
Apparently, when she was in the royal family, she didn't want to do boring things like meet war veterans and things like that royals do. She wanted to do fun things, like attend movie premieres and things like that.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do that sort of thing. But so it's pretty obvious. I mean, she could have had it really good, but too much of an attention seeker, me, and so forth. I mean, look, she did a really... look, I'll tell you how much of an attention seeker she was. She apparently, paid for an appearance on Fortune's Most Powerful Women's Summit in Washington recently. It was pretty obvious, she wrote her own introduction as the person there saying, oh, we welcome her, Meghan Markle, founder, and all blah, 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 blah. And when people politely clapped, and once she walked onto the stage, everyone stopped clapping. And there were only about 50 people in attendance, and that was mostly journalists, and with only a few real attendees. And because they heckled and laughed because they know she wasn't a founder. She's a grifter. Another word for scam artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware of
and
that.
Talking about with Diana, look, she pulled quite a sick stunt in Paris. She actually gate crashed the Balenciaga fashion show.
She gate crashed?
She wasn't invited. She invited herself, apparently.
But you know what you do? You pick up the phone and get your agent to ring up their agent.
The thing is
and
that...
say, oh, I need a ticket for tonight. Guess who I've got coming?
No one really wants her.
Oh, I doubt that.
Yeah, right. But look...
these big brands would love her to be there.
No, she hasn't got a brand deal. No, that's saying she's going.
Well, that's what
too
she
much
was probably
toxic.
going there for.
Yeah, she's trying. Yeah, I know. Look, anyway, in Paris.
But who would want to be associated with that
her
brand?
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, that's a horrible brand to be associated with after what they did. So why would you gate crash their party? What you should be doing is running the opposite way. But what happened in the tunnel or something? Tell the good people what happened.
She tried to channel her...
Because a lot of people wouldn't be up in the news about these people. Because I didn't even know they were still alive.
She tried to channel her late mother-in-law, Diana. You know what she did?
No.
She tried to recreate a Paris car chase.
No.
She was there's a videotaped herself in a car in Paris.
She videotaped herself in the car?
Yeah, with her feet up.
No.
No seatbelt, like Diana, no seatbelt.
No seat. Oh,
and she was driven past that tunnel, the Diana.
Did she go through the tunnel?
I'm not sure. No, past it. And all of you, and you can clearly see it was past that tunnel. And imagine what they'd done to Diana's two boys. That's a side of a thing. They've already been psychologically damaged enough. I think her husband, done to her husband. I mean, apparently William was livid at the stunt that she did because this was bringing up bad memories and trauma of them losing their mother. And she did that. Apparently she was telling Harry the royal family killed his mother, going on and on about that, and she's died.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. And apparently it's over, officially over. Meghan and Harry's marriage collapsed in New York.
She's not doing a Candace, is she? She's been like Candace Owens and coming out.
About?
Well, all the things the guys, the Macron's missus.
No,
it's actually a bloke. G'day, mate. How you going?
Well, apparently it's reportedly their marriage has collapsed in New York over the row over Diana. That it has done, and there are reports that they're no longer intimate.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much...
How would you know, though? I mean, they've got this special camera inside the closet.
Yeah, and, it was pretty obvious that they attended some event together in New York. We were on stage, and it was pretty obvious that there was no chemistry between them. They were, forced to hold hands, but it wasn't natural. It's very stiff.
Yeah.
There's no eye contact. You can tell when people are not getting along.
Yeah.
Even though she's an actress.
Isn't it strange how that happens in relationships?
Yes. What?
Why is it?
You know what? I think their marriage actually finished.
Not just their marriage. Is it all marriages? Could it all be does the rub of love actually wear off?
Well,
because when you're in that mode of, oh, I love you or whatever, and it's like the honeymoon period, and it's like you're walking on air and nothing they can do is ever wrong.
Yeah, they can do no
where
wrong.
do you fall from there? Where does it fall?
Reality
Where does it
hits.
break down?
Reality hits.
Reality hits? So you're not as now.
No, reality hits and,
your makeup is washed off. You're not as...
Yeah, because a life happens. And there are realities in life, and how your partner reacts to it and deals with it.
Yeah,
is
is
really
either
telling.
lovable or it's detestable.
Yeah, really telling. And I did a reading on their marriage straight after their wedding in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's available on my YouTube channel, Make Marriage Great Again. You can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I listed under celebrities, so...
And what's the key points from it?
Yeah, some key points from it. You know what? Have a read, but their marriage certainly is not ending now. I mean, it's already ended before. At least last year or the year.
Did you see that
before.
in the astrology or?
Well, you go have a look at the reading, but pretty much, yeah. It's just like, look, Charles and Diana divorced, what, in 95 or something? Something in the 90s? Yeah,
but she was still around, wasn't she?
Yeah, mid-90s, or was it 93, 95, something like that. But you can tell that the marriage just did not end when they got divorced. It ended like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years before that, in the mid-80s, really. So if you I was doing a reading, it's pretty much when it really emotionally and practicality ended rather than legally ended. So, yeah, there's a difference.
Big time.
Yeah. So, you know what? Astrology is very good at predicting if a marriage would last. Yeah, you need to go know either good or is it a positive, it will last, or it doesn't last.
Just to be clear for the good folks out there, when you mean astrology, there's multiple different types,
there are multiple different astrologies.
What is the different types of astrologies and why are they relevant?
Yeah, look, different modalities, different types deal with different things. Different functions and different aspects of it. And it all develops...
So what does your one deal with?
Yeah, normally it develops according to the culture. What the culture deems as important is what it is. Yeah, makes sense.
So what does the culture in Liverpool say?
Culture in Liverpool. I would say, look, Western astrology, as everyone knows, you pick up your newspaper, whatever, you have all the 12 signs for them, like Leo, Aquarius.
I keep trying to change mine. I keep thinking, oh, the other one's better.
The other one's better?
Yeah.
I noticed,
maybe I can change it.
Yeah. I'd actually spoken to a Western astrologer and psychic. Yeah, and they pretty much saying, oh, yeah, kind of like you're compatible or not, but really Eastern astrology, particularly, Taoist astrology, which most people know as Chinese astrology, is very, very much looking into the marriage compatibility, because that was what was deemed to be very important back in the culture. Back then, it kind of like, what are you bringing into this family?
So Taoist or middle that type of astrology is fundamentally based upon or functional for relationships.
Particularly
for the most part.
For the most part,
other things?
It does.
So Western astrology does what? Like what your challenges are in life, what you're good at, what you're not good at, where.
Yeah.
What is it really?
To me, look.
Your overall persona, is it?
More persona, but here it looks at look. For example, in a relationship, they might look at will they get along or not. That's it. But Taoist astrology, much more than that. How will the effect of your partner's chart influence yours? How will it change yours? Because two becomes one. Because
I see. So it's not just if you're taking on someone.
Yeah.
You're not just taking on a person who may have opposing views or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you're actually taking on that energetics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it's like they can either do nothing, nothing for you, neither good nor bad, accelerate you, or pull you down. Even by nothing other than being married to you or being with you as your life partner.
Goodness.
Yeah. So even though, for example, if someone was their chart was detrimental to yours, You might have a business or a career that might have nothing to do with your business. But
there'll still be...
But after you marry them...
your business takes off.
Your marriage goes down. Your business goes out if it's detrimental. So they might have nothing to do with your business at all. No, but your business just goes down, or your career just goes down. You end up getting a fight with your superior and getting fired or something like that. Miss out on that promotion that you were gunning for, and it was almost like assured that it was going to be yours. Or they might have on the opposite sphere, have nothing to do with the business or career, but things just take off. Other than just them being there.
It's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Now, I might ruffle a few feathers by saying this.
You might ruffle a few feathers?
Only a few.
What's it, hard truths for soft hearts?
Hard truths for soft hearts.
Or is it the other way around, soft truths for hard hearts?
But this is the thing, particularly in the metaphysics and astrologers sphere. Going to ruffle a few in terms of, I'll have to say, like Western astrology looks more towards the symptoms, and Taoist astrology looks more at, reads more saying the underlying issues. Like, for example, say if you had chest pains, okay? Then you go to a doctor, doctor, my heart feels, I have chest pains, my heart feels painful. And the doctor examines you and goes, I'm not surprised you're having chest pains because you've got irregular heartbeat, something like that. I don't know if irregular heartbeat gives you chest pains.
Something like that. You've got an imbalance somehow.
Though you go, you go to a geneticist and say, doctor, I've got chest pains. And geneticist saying,
that's
I'm not surprised because you've got the gene for heart disease, for instance. So it goes to the root of it, underlying, whereas the other very surface.
I see.
Yeah. And the root of it. As I was saying, if anyone's had it as a reading as a Western astrology reading, particularly regarding relationships, you notice they don't actually tell you whether or not that person will, how they influence you, how they will lift you up or pull you down or any of the sort.
And also there's another matter, like what kind of level of karma are they dealing with in their lives, Like
that's a different spiritual issue.
Well, that's a different spiritual issue, but it's still relevant. Some people are more advanced and some people are,
Well, it depends. I don't see that.
I mean, who would want to marry a serial killer? Even if you're unbeknownst, they were really good at hiding it and you wouldn't know, wouldn't have a clue.
But that's in their heart, you see. That's different. That's still personality.
Yeah.
So there might be a really good person, but you're saying because they had bad deeds in their past lives, they can be a good farmer. But then that doesn't affect your living with them in this life, because they still might be the nicest person.
You get all this bad luck, you see. Why are all these bad things happening to me?
Oh, you mean happening to them?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
And then if you marry them, you end up copying it. Well, that's the definition of what they say is to become as one. It's one. What it is that you take on one person's karma and they take on your karma, and we say we'll both work on the same karma together.
And I'll tell you what, normally that, as we say, comes down to your astrology. If you had bad karma in a previous life, being a naughty person, to be able to balance it, this life you have to have a hard life. So it should show up in your astrology.
Yeah, you were an asshole.
Yeah, basically you can't get away with it.
You were an asshole.
It's just that you'll be dealt a bad hand, so to speak, in this life. So, and that only...
Well, you could always blame it on your karma then. Oh, it must be bad karma.
Bad karma. Well, a lot of people do.
Or bad choices. Yeah.
Look, the thing that people they commonly ask is, how do I know whether or not I was bad in a past life? And you can actually work it out. You go back. You
can work it out?
Yeah, you can think back to yourself. If you've had a really tough life, then think about, have you done anything wrong in this life? Maybe. Have you been naughty? If not, then it's from your past life.
Has anybody asked Meghan Markle?
No, I don't think she'll even care to answer. So, same with the astrology, yes, whether or not, and we can see which partner would benefit more. Which spouse would benefit more out of this partnership or marriage? Okay, so like and if you've got an issue with your chart and your partner's chart, has a means to correct it. This is the mechanism of why.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do in that
It
instance?
shoots up. Your life, your everything, your success, you become more successful. Because if you've got an issue with it, and say, for instance, you need a certain element to succeed, you're short on that, and your partner has an abundance of that element.
I'm short of a certain element.
What is that? Gold?
Gold and silver.
Did you see the lines at the gold show?
It was on international news. It was the Sydney CBD. Oh, this is Sydney. This is Sydney. Look
People
at them lining up for gold.
For like 50 people.
And you know the strange thing was? Nobody knew what the line was because there was one line going down the street, down towards Pitt Street, and the other one was going towards Castlereagh, or what do you call it?
What do you call it? Elizabeth?
Elizabeth or Macquarie Street.
Yeah. Okay.
There was two different lines, both to get in the same door.
Yeah.
Which queue do I join? Which is the fastest one? I would always choose the slowest lane.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so Meghan Markle.
Yeah, so but this is how with the astrology, and when I was looking at their charts, it was pretty clear that she gets more out of it than he does.
Well,
and then it's played out that way.
She gets more out of the relationship than what he does. My goodness gracious! No, really?
Well, this is a reading done all the way back then. You see, it's not now. It's time you can see when I've uploaded
So it's all right
it.
in hindsight. We can say, oh, well, Miss Dragonfly, it's easy to know. But when you try to say it,
when everyone's thinking how great she is.
Because you do get a lot of things right, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an exact science in many instances.
It is normally it's regarded as a science in the same vein as traditional Chinese medicine. You know, that's regarded as a science. That's also linked to the astrology as well, because certain organs have certain elements, and that is also in the astrology. It works a lot on elements. Like, for example, the heart is fire. So you've got a fire penalty in your chart. Normally, you will have heart issues.
Heart-free flux?
You have heart issues. That's that sort of thing. And also interconnected, also with feng shui as well. That's regarded as a science because I like what people think. It involves a lot of calculations and formulas. Yeah, it is a science. The ones where in the book we're saying, put the water fountain or leave fountain here, or keep a plug on in your sink, that sort of thing. That's very general. There's no calculations on that. It's very superficial. It's not real feng shui. Okay, that's why it doesn't work. Let's speak. But by and large, it is a science. So wouldn't you want to know before you marry that person, firstly, who's going to benefit more? And some people don't mind, but people do mind if that person is going to pull them down.
So the Western world doesn't have any concept of checking someone's astrology to see if they're a good marriage partner or not.
Good marriage partner? No, they don't think of it that way because the astrology it doesn't structure it that way. It just says, you'll get along or you don't. That's about the basis of what it is.
Yeah.
Limited because that's all the culture wants to know. Whereas Eastern culture, it's a lot more. Would I be successful with that person or not? Okay, because you're choosing someone that's going to affect your entire life. You know, people put more thought into what type of dog they're going to get, if it fit into lifestyle and the characteristics of that dog. Is it a barker? Is it going to be that type of dog? Is going to be friendly or not? You know, with my lifestyle, but they don't think about the person they're choosing.
So should have Harry chosen a dog instead?
I thought he did.
Oh.
As a female one.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, is that what you call a bitch? Oh, I'm only joking. Okay. Well, that's what she does. She must have known that was coming after she went through Diana's place. Where
she tried
must
to
have known that the
Diana.
bitch would have been coming.
And in Paris she dressed up like one of Diana's outfits as well, similar.
No.
She got the designer to make it. Yeah, a black dress with the back showing, draped.
Yeah.
At the back.
But it was designed on her dress or just similar looking?
It's similar looking, not the exact dress, but similar looking. It's kind of like channeling the same sort of energy. So So, okay, on that, we will go to some music and we'll be right back where we look back onto their marriage. But today is a case study looking at a marriage that hasn't gone too well. You know, a prince gives up his kingdom for love. You know, a woman walks into the world's most traditional family and walks out.
Or runs out.
Yeah. Couldn't wait to get out. You know, she was barely there in the royal family. So today we're unpacking the royal drama between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Look, is their marriage a triumph of modern love or a warning sign of what happens when gender roles, family values, and emotional chaos clash? So let's dive into the case of Harry and Meghan.
Harry and Meghan.
Everyone's favourite couple. Say that with a big grain of salt. No. The romance that shook the crown, you know. Look, let's recap their timeline. Look, in 2016, they begin dating, you know, and I guess she was pushing for him to marry, to propose, which he did. And then in 2018, royal wedding. Now, this dating wasn't, it's just like they met and married within 2 years, which is very quick as compared to Catherine and William. You know, she was known as Waity Katie. She waited for like 10 years, dating for 10 years before he finally proposed.
Waity Katie.
Yeah, you heard of that? You didn't hear that? Waity Katie, yeah. So here, I guess because of her age, I mean, I think Meghan was like 36. That's why she was pushing for marriage. She wasn't that young. She was
Is she older
30s.
than him?
Yeah, about 3 years older. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's why she was pushing to marry quickly so she can have children.
I'm surprised he hasn't got a new model yet.
Well, and I don't think he's allowed, you know, in that kind of environment.
Yeah,
he couldn't.
Did all right for Andrew. He was allowed.
Well, he was in the royal family, that's why. Harry's out.
Oh,
yeah, the royal protection.
Here we go.
Yeah, 2020, you had Mexit. Like I say, it was Mexit, they call it Mexit. Exit from the royal family. So you had Brexit and this is Mexit. Everyone remembers that. So within a space of like barely 2 years, she's out. Can't wait to go. And
it could have been also different.
Also different.
She could have actually used it as a catapult.
A platform, yeah.
She would have got big money for movies and actresses. She was an actress, yeah?
She was an actress, not a very good one. She's mostly a D-grade actress. But when you enter the royal family, you can't go off and do movies. Like, you can't have half in, half out, which is what they wanted to do when they exited. They wanted half in, half out model. Still be a member of the royal family, do some royal engagements, keep it up, but also have their private enterprises. You can't. They're blurring the lines. So
blurring the lines.
And so part of the negotiation to exit, that they don't use their HRH titles. His or Her Royal Highness. Yeah, they're only for working royals. So
he doesn't get an income anymore. All he's got to do is live on for his savings, what he had in the bank.
Well, what his mother's inheritance. Okay, inheritance from his mother, and whatever else he can generate money for himself.
From Granny too, wouldn't he?
No, apparently he got like £4 million pounds from his father. When he left, he was claiming everyone, my father left me without a dime, that sort of thing. Well, then he was contradicted by them releasing royal account records and show that he was actually given £4 million. So he caught out in a lie then. Trying to gain sympathy, but exposed.
That was his severance package.
Severance package, mostly. Okay, now the next year,
that's not bad. £4 million.
£4 million, but that's peanuts to her. I guess when she
wants luxury yachts.
Yeah, when she married him, she thought
private jet.
Yeah, she'll have it the big time, but then found out he actually doesn't have that much money. He has like £20 million or something from Diana. which for most people, you can live a lifetime on that. But that to her, that's nothing because she wants the life of yachts, private jets. That's what she wants, a billionaire's lifestyle.
$10,000 bags or whatever.
Yeah.
And all the
she wants a billionaire's lifestyle. So, and that is something that's been talked about, that she's shopping for a billionaire to replace Harry. Now that she's gone, so has some recognition.
Yeah, but yeah, I suppose because she's high profile.
Yeah, and it looks like she's just had some work done. Like she came out, like must have had a facelift or something.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, she looks different.
How old is she now?
Well, this is the thing. She says that she's, 44, according to that. But some people think she might be actually 50 because her yearbook, in her high school yearbook. Yeah. So actors actually, tweak their age a little bit to get roles and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you believe, like a lot of people are saying that there's no way that she had them kids?
Yes.
Because there's one time that the belly fell down to her knees.
Oh, yeah.
And she had to drop down and pick it back up and put it back in place again, all caught on camera.
Yeah.
What on earth was that about?
And
then the twerking incident.
Yeah, the belly was just too big.
I don't watch the royal family's things or anything like that.
But these little clips.
But that was what?
What? And she got caught in a lie.
Somebody said there's no way you could do that at 9 months pregnant.
No. And the belly's too big. The doctors are saying that's too big for one baby.
Yeah.
That belly.
Yeah.
Unless there was some abnormality.
And there's no way you'd be jumping around like that.
No.
But why fake it?
Why fake it? Because apparently, her brother said that she had a hysterectomy at 29. So there's no way that she could have had children.
Was it to get into the royal family?
Of course, and the royal family would have had to be in on it. So, yeah.
Because they would be doing DNA tests, wouldn't they?
Well, it might.
You got to know, Meghan's maybe playing with somebody else.
No, well, they're saying that if it's her ex, then it's genetically hers. If she would have had to use a surrogate, you say the birth was very mysterious.
Yeah.
Weren't told exactly where or when the baby was born, and they didn't come out of the hospital either.
Yeah.
So the royal family had to be in on it. Actually, she was caught in a lie about her birthing on stage. She mentioned about the time she had her daughter, her son, or one of the children. It wasn't the right. Yeah, timeline wasn't right.
Wow.
Yeah.
She go to France and stay with the Macrons.
Yeah. She went to France. Well, okay, now continuing on the timeline, the year after Brexit, 2021, she had that infamous Oprah interview where she accused the royal family of racism and all that.
That went horribly wrong. I am not amused.
Yeah. Recollections may vary. That's what the Queen said. Then in 2021, besides Oprah interview, she also had a Netflix series, Media War. So there's a media fascination. Why were they so loved and then so hated?
Well, the royal family, I think anything in America, the royal family is just as popular as what...
Yeah. So did they lead tradition?
And there's other royal families around the world, but they don't really get it, do they?
Yeah, they don't get the
notoriety.
They're not as high profile. Like, for example, who's the ruler of Luxembourg?
Oh, that's...
you would know. Most people would not know.
What's his name again? I forget.
Yeah. Luxembourg, Liechtenstein.
Or Monaco.
Monaco, yes, then people know because they're Hollywood linked, Yeah. Grace Kelly.
Yeah.
They know, but they're very small.
Denmark, well, we know that because of the Australian Mary or whatever.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, Spain, Japan.
Well, Japan...
Japan has still got, or not, I think.
Yeah, the emperor. Abdication, which was surprising. Yeah. So, but things like, what about Liechtenstein? I think they've got some Grand Duke or whatever, not a king, because they're such a small thing. But who's head of that? We don't know who the Grand Duke is. for instance, it's nowhere near the Hope profile. So there's public fascination. I mean, why were they so loved and then so hated? So the central question is...
They have to expect it probably it was Diana Mark II.
Yeah.
And then they were let down greatly.
They thought they were going to be with it, like Diana got to, build up her own thing. But the thing she didn't get is Diana got so popular because she went out and did the things that people, turned their noses up against. Like AIDS patients and things like that, landmines.
She should have done something like that, shouldn't she?
She doesn't, those things are boring and yucky, I guess. And like when she was in the royal family, she didn't want to do boring things like meet war veterans and things like that. She wanted to attend movie premieres and so forth and rub shoulders with celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see? And, oh, yes, she's a mean girl. You know all that bullying accusation?
She's a mean girl?
Yeah, you know all that bullying accusations?
Bullying accusations?
When she was in the royal family, apparently bullying the staff.
Oh,
and they complained.
Did?
They did an internal investigation. They did not release the results.
Is that right?
And she said, no, she's not. Why would I be a bully when I've been a big victim of it? And you know what? She laughed when she was in the royal family. The guard collapsed. She laughed. A little girl, Princess Charlotte, felt something. She laughed. And she went and she attended the fashion show in Paris. The runway model, she slipped and fell. She started laughing. And then she turned around and realised no one else was laughing, so she quickly stopped laughing.
Oh,
that
dear.
is a mean girl. That is coming out from internal.
From the inside. That's a reaction. That's a reaction. Knee-jerk reaction.
Knee-jerk reaction. That's natural to her.
That's not pre-planned. It just comes to this. Oh, I'm exposed.
I'm exposed, and better shut up. This is wrong.
So you shouldn't laugh at other people's misfortunes.
Yeah, but that means you can tell what type of heart she has.
Yeah.
No matter what people say, you look at their actions.
That's what you got to look at. And it's so important. I'm starting to realise it more and more just from this show,
Yeah.
I never realised it before. You know, when you're in the dating mode, that's when you've got to have your eyes open. That's what you're going to cop. That's what you're copping for the rest of your life if you don't get it right.
And judging like that, these are telltale signs when you are dating someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, expose themselves.
Yeah.
That's when the mask kind of slips.
But what happens when you're halfway down the line with someone and thinking, and then these things start coming out and it gives you doubts?
When you doubt,
why is this?
Do not do.
If you're in doubt, get the hell out.
Get the hell out, yeah. Otherwise, if you still continue...
But it might just be an off day. You might just made a mistake. You went out the night before. You're not feeling the best. Oh, I'm a bit groggy. Got brain fog or something.
Repeat itself.
Yeah, that's right. It's the pattern, isn't it? That's what
you're after. It's not an isolated thing.
You're after the pattern.
Circumstances, but what happens? Because, so if you do proceed knowing all those doubts...
Then it's your fault.
It's your fault. Don't complain. You can't complain. You kind of knew beforehand. It still went ahead. Well, who's to blame? This is about the thing that people need to take responsibility for their actions. And so, not you just then accuse the other person. Yeah, he chose her, didn't he?
Yeah.
Out of that, even though supposedly I think William warned him and saying, you don't know enough about this girl. And you wouldn't hear of it.
Yeah.
He cannot complain.
Yeah.
Can he? He's trying to find his way back now. Without losing face.
Yeah.
You find like he's gone out into the world and can't hack it. So have to return and have everyone do everything for him and be someone.
Yeah. He can't hack it out there in LA land.
No, in the
Is that where he's living? Is that where he's living in LA?
Montecito. I think it is, California.
Montecito.
Apparently, like theirs is $14 million US house. They've got a mortgage on it.
Yeah.
But it seemed
They've got a mortgage?
Yeah. To the common person, that is a mansion. But in terms of the neighborhood, that's actually very small. It's it's basically like a hut. In the scheme of things, of all the celebrities around there, it's huge mansions. This is like a hut.
Wow.
By their standards, by those standards.
Well, she thought she was going in for the...
Yeah.
Well, she used to date Alexander Soros before, didn't she?
Did she?
I think so. I think they were engaged for at one stage, Alexander Soros.
Really?
And I think there was, or Nathaniel Rothschild, or one of them.
Or one of those, Oh, okay. Something, one of those. I never heard of those.
But she did hobnob with them. Alex Soros and also and
Well,
Rothschilds.
apparently they weren't. That means they're not that interested in her.
Well, apparently they were dating, so how
But
on
she
earth?
didn't. Yeah, but it wasn't good enough or whatever.
But
That's why it did not
that's
proceed
a
to
big
marriage.
circle for a B-class movie actress.
Yeah, that's why she didn't get in. They didn't want to marry her.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure she would have loved to get into that sphere.
Yeah.
That's what she aimed for. Apparently, she had third marriage now.
Third marriage?
Apparently, first one was annulled, so that's not counted, but it really kind of is. And then it was Trevor Eggleston or something, the guy, a TV producer or something. She used to help her,
Wow.
become famous or whatever.
Married.
Get roles.
That's the third time.
Yeah, most people don't
Didn't
know.
she want to get married in white?
She got married in white,
Oh, she did?
that's why the Queen wasn't happy that she was marrying white, presenting herself as new, but she's not. So sort of,
She's
chose
second
ivory.
hand.
Yeah,
She's been around the block a few
Yeah.
times.
yeah. All right, now, traditional roles versus modern identity. You know, there's a clash of expectations. Meghan entered a really traditional institution, you know, the Crown, the royal family. And, you know, there's really some tensions there, you know, feminist American actress versus royal protocols. She was presenting herself as a strong, independent woman. And fully woke, feminist, that sort of thing. In the beginning, she says, telling people, oh, Harry's a feminist too, as well. So, and you can see when they're interacting, she kind of like pushes him back so she can speak.
Oh, she
that,
does.
yeah, and
She
a lot
does
of the
that.
time, like he was actually afraid of her,
No.
what she'll say and all that,
Oh, what she would say.
and
Yeah.
all that. If he didn't,
Not like she would give him a backhander or something.
fall in line. And I guess, being kicked out or losing his kids and so forth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be the hard part.
hard part. If they are, they're their kids. That's the other thing.
Well, if they're not, you'll probably see an easy separation in that.
Yeah, you know,
relation- in
someone that was
regard.
was on a flight. They took a flight together. There was a flight attendant on a flight that she took with her her staff and her son Archie, and they're reporting back and said she had no interaction with the boy at all. Didn't look at him the whole time. Not even looked at him.
No.
It's like it wasn't hers. You know.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes
There's a
that
lot
we're
going
not.
on in the scenes. So.
But anyhow, this
Yes.
show is about the relationship
Relationship,
side of it,
so-
and how do you make it work?
Yeah, well, Harry's
How do you
dilemma.
avoid the divorce lawyer?
Well, you know, now Harry's got a dilemma: duty to wife versus duty to family. Well, that was his dilemma back then. That's why he chose the wife. You know, he gave up power, country, and royal duty, and for her to follow her, and so she stepped into the leadership role, the media, and driving the narrative.
Yeah.
So, you know, asking our listeners there, what do you think? Can a marriage thrive when the man gives up everything to follow the woman's lead?
Well, obviously the answer is yes, it can.
It can.
There's a possibility it can. Can it? The question is, can it? So yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But
If the
is it
woman-
likely?
Yeah, if the woman was of a special type.
It could be of rarer than hen's teeth, but it's still a possibility.
So she knows how to lead and all that. He's lost his way. That's how she pulls him out of it. Those sort of circumstances.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's also about masculinity, submission, public identity,
Masculinity.
role reversal or role confusion.
Was Meghan the man?
Well, she's taking the lead. So, regarding this royal marriage, well, is there a role reversal or role confusion between the two? I mean, is Harry a cautionary tale of a man who abandoned masculine purpose? I mean, normally people expect, and which normally happens, is that the man leads, masculine. So you think he's really been
He was in the army, but
masculine.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the army, all right. But then again, most royals you serve in the military.
Yeah, well, do they ever really?
Well, they're never really in danger.
Yeah.
They just get the training. Like might be able to fly a helicopter or a plane like that. You know, when Harry was getting dispatched to Afghanistan, there was a big thing about, he's putting others in danger because they're obliged to have to protect him. And then that puts other people in danger. So I didn't see the point in him being a ground soldier.
Yeah, what was the point?
What was the point?
It was really a PR story,
PR stunt, really. And, you know, he put in his book, Spare, how to say he killed 25 Afghanis.
No.
Yeah.
He put that in his book?
Yeah, Taliban, yeah. Yeah.
He put that in his book? He killed 25 Taliban?
25. His tally was 25. I think, how stupid are you to do that? And then now you put a target on him back?
Yeah.
And then he complains and he wants public-funded security from the UK government. Yeah, public.
All right.
You know, he took them to court.
He did?
Yeah. You didn't know?
No.
He lost, though, yeah, see? Because I say, if you're working abroad, then yes, of course, you get security. But if you're not, then you cannot ask the public to pay for it. You pay for it out of your own pocket. When he's saying, by virtue of being born into the family, his life is at risk.
He's got a point.
He does have a point.
And if he's known to have killed 25, I doubt it.
No, but
I doubt he could even, you know, what was he playing, toy soldiers?
But whether or not we believe him...
Was he playing a video game?
Whether or not we believe him, that's what he says, and so that's what he's been marked for. You know, that's stupid. And, you know, Meghan, you know, is she leading or controlling?
Or did she kill more than Taliban than him?
No. I doubt she'd even kill a housefly. Oh, God.
Well, she could kill a housefly. She could hit it with her high heels. With one of them designer shoes.
Shoes that she showed. Yeah,
apparently they're quite fly, aren't they?
Yeah, she did a recent video, posted a recent video going through her wardrobe and all that, her designer shoes. I think you might have seen that. Have you seen it?
She did. Like, yeah. Diana wouldn't have done that, would she?
No. Diana was world famous, but she was also worn a normal humble.
Yeah.
But she was humble of that sort. She knows about the relatability. And to the point where, you know, she was wearing designer outfits and expensive jewelry, but people did not resent her for it.
People loved
didn't mind it. Didn't mind. They expect her to be wearing.
And did you see the outpouring when Diana passed? Like that just overwhelmed people. That was a heart crush.
I think it was a bit silly.
The whole country just absolutely stopped. And I think that people got a shock. They didn't realize how much she meant to people. And why? Because she based her existence on humbleness. Caring for other people.
For other people, caring and loving.
Caring and just being there and being present.
Yeah.
Wasn't that she, you know, rolled up the sleeves and got into the muck? No. But you see, and so Meghan had the right business model.
All she had to do was be humble.
To follow it.
Humble. It wasn't much. You didn't have to do much.
She could have been Diana Mark too.
Yeah. She wants to be Diana, but, you know, have all the love and fame of that without having to do any of the work. Because Diana actually worked for it, you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... Like I say, she's trying to lead. I mean, she's the one that, it's her idea to go back to the US. It was her idea, really. And then convincing Harry to do that and direction of where they'll be living and what they're going to do. Sign all these contracts when they first exited. They were the it thing.
Very because popular, he's been, I mean, growing up in the royal family, you're pretty much private.
Yeah.
He's come along and he's like, oh, we're on Netflix.
Yeah. Doesn't know how to handle it. And then the thing is, he doesn't realise, because where he's always been his life, said, I want to do that and assigns work to this person, this. Now get that done for me. And now his vision, where he's expected to do the work himself.
He's got to do it himself, yeah.
That's why they don't produce any work.
Yeah.
That's why there were, I think someone executive from Netflix or something labelled them as grifters, which is another...
Grifters?
Yeah. Which is another word for scam artists. Conman.
What?
Yeah. So, yes, she is controlling. I mean, when she's interacting with other people, like she'll hold his hand back, you know, so that means that he stopped and then she goes forwards to talk.
Is that right?
Yeah. You can see video clips.
What?
And then we're going to talk, he looks to her, as in like almost like seeking permission.
Yeah, so then you're in a, there is some relationships like that where men actually get abused.
Yeah, emotional.
Well, not just emotional, even physically. And they're scared of the woman. And there was just one recently where the police came and they were saying, and the police whispered down at him and said, "Are you really all right?" He was saying, "Oh yeah, there's nobody there." And then he whispered, "Oh yeah, I'm in trouble." And actually he was the one being persecuted. And there are them femme fatales out there who are extremely dominating and controlling. But anyhow, there's a lot of sickos around.
Yep.
Why waste time with them? What we're here to do is to show you
how not to become a Meghan and Harry.
How to avoid the Meghan.
Yeah. Look, did Harry lose his identity by leaving behind the mission, structure,
I wonder if
and
that's
family
like
duty?
some type of slogan. Oh, be careful, you might end up with a Meghan.
With a Meghan, actually, yeah.
She could be a mega Meghan.
Markles.
She could be a mega Meghan.
So did he, lose his identity by leaving behind the mission, structure, and family duty? He really was. I mean, I guess his identity has always been the royal, and it was going to be a matter of time before he became less significant, I guess, when William's kids grow up. They'll take a more prominent role.
Well, the Markle would reduce to sparkle.
Yeah. So that's why she didn't know. What she really wanted once was William. She wants to be the star. You can see when interaction, she's going to looks at him.
No.
Yes, the people notice that.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
She wants to be the queen.
Yeah. She want be the Princess of Wales and all that. The star. She's not accepting that. She's only second fiddle. Has to walk behind Kate, and one day she'll have to curtsy to Kate.
Oh, she will.
Of course, Kate will be queen.
Ah.
Queen consort. And then she'll have to curtsy. And that's what she doesn't want. So, going to ask the question, does the modern man know who he is without his tribe, father, or tradition?
Well, I think that the consciousness of the male has been going down the gurgler. Yeah. I don't think man really knows his position anymore. And I think that society's changed just in just in a few short decades. We've certainly come around, but some things are for the better, some things are not so much.
Not so much. I mean, look, they've had estrangement from the royal family. They've estranged themselves from a lot of things. Meghan's father and even some friends, have cut ties with her. Look, Oprah, she invited Oprah to her wedding, even though they've never met before. And then she had the Oprah interview. Now, Oprah doesn't want anything to do with her. And even, the Clooneys and the Beckhams attended their wedding and so forth. No, doesn't want to have anything to do with him. Now, and even Serena Williams, which is supposed to be her friend, doesn't come off with her. So, she wants to get into the A-list crowd, but no one wants her in there. No. So, and all this isolation, it affects marriage. I mean, there's no elders, there's no accountability, no community. And so the marriage becomes an echo chamber. I mean, look, is a marriage stronger when it's cut off from family or weaker? What do you think?
Depends on the family. It depends on the people. But it's usually the case, you would have to say, with the family stronger, yeah?
Well, a
loving family is stronger.
Look, if the marriage is cut off from family, is it weaker or stronger?
If it's cut off from family, well, then you would have to say it's weaker in many instances. But sometimes it can be stronger because you're not around them nut jobs anymore.
Even if the family pulls you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it depends on the family.
In their case, I mean, their whole identity comes from that family.
Yeah.
All the titles come from that family.
So if somebody was, say, such as yourself, was to wear her shoes for a day or a year or whatever, what would you sort of look at to bring her back into alignment? How would you?
Well, I think she's done too much damage now.
Oh, she's got beyond repair.
To do anything, because no one's going to take her seriously now. If she turns around and does a 180, and all that, people think, That's fake.
Oh, it's just a fake show.
Yes, fake show.
Yeah.
So you've lost
It'll
people's
take
trust.
time. Take time to build it up again. How does she build the trust back up?
How does she build the trust? Oh, I don't think she personally can because it's coming out of her personality. She's a narcissist and a bully. And you know the big staff turnover? If it's one staff, you think maybe something wrong with that staff member. But if it's continuing, big turnover, you have to think, was something wrong with the employer? Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and all of them actually leaving, they ended up, leaving their work for them crying and in tears.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's how, former staff in the palace staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why there was that investigation.
I never heard hardly any of this.
Yeah, but
Thankfully.
So they did an investigation. The report was sealed. It's not released. But I think that if it's William's turn, William becomes king, he'll release it. He hates her. So it's damaging. Damaging the royal family, which is his future.
It's like a soap opera, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Which is his future, really.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't done it.
You mean a car crash?
No, I mean the like making a soap opera out of them all.
There was the Crown. Remember that series? They did.
Oh, they did?
They did. You didn't know about the drama series?
I didn't watch it, no.
Yeah, they did it all from the Queen's coronation.
In my time, back in the UK, they used to have these puppet show that used to dress up like the Queen and Prince Charles and all that.
Were they mocking them?
Yeah, sort of. It was like the Muppets.
And apparently, actually, they watched that series, The Crown.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. So they got to the stage where,
Well, apparently she was very impressed with Helen Mirren playing the Queen.
Playing the Queen. Well, they said they went up to Diana and Diana died and all that sort of thing. And the drama and I don't know if they've done Kate. I didn't follow it. But that's the thing. So I've seen snippets and clips of the series. And anyway, look, what can we learn from them?
What can we learn? How not to do it again.
Modern family case, modern marriage case study. Like,
how can this lesson help every other marriage or help other people out there?
So basically lessons from their story.
Lessons from the story.
Respecting culture and family legacy. It does matter. The old traditions and so forth of the royal family. And look, men need a mission. Yeah. Love alone isn't enough. Yeah? And wives who lead often lose respect for the man who follows. Look, Pete, that's true, right? People think, are you a man? Grow some balls. Kind of thing. Like, what do people think of Harry now?
If I was Harry, and if you're looking to try to, keep a marriage going or whatever, and you're not going to go back, if you can't go back to your royal family duties, you have to start off a business. And the business has to be humanitarian. They need to start off a humanitarian business.
Okay. And they've got an award, a meaningless award recently.
Oh, I think she won an award, didn't she?
I think they won an award, a humanitarian award.
Humanitarian. You know why? Because apparently she donated some shoes. To homeless people. You can now walk around in your Chanel, whatever them shoes, $1,000 shoes per each one.
All right. Look, another thing, lessons.
Walking through the puddles with high heels.
Another lesson from them, media and victimhood doesn't protect a marriage. It exposes it. Yeah. That's what she said. So, look, love needs more than passion and feelings, obviously. It needs structure, values and roots. Otherwise, it's just two people floating in chaos. And I hope we've helped that along, making marriage great by showing people a marriage that really doesn't work. Doesn't work at this stage. Meghan Markle and Harry, left the family. I think she planned it all along. Went in, get him, and then go out. Do the minimum time and then complain of racism so they can leave. And gaining public sympathy. Oh yes, she was just a poor victim of racism, where she put on her, what do you call it, like a resume for actors, a profile that she was Caucasian, so it's a race, and all of a sudden she's playing up her black side. You pull up the race card when it suits you. Okay. I don't have much sympathy for her, I think, and or Harry either. I think he made his bed. He's got to lie in it. But I want people to think about, is your marriage aligned with timeless values or chasing headlines? So what I'd like our listeners to do is to reflect and that are you building your relationship on tradition or rebellion? What role are you playing in your relationship? And
rebellion.
Yeah, and this is Miss Dragonfly reminding you to let's make marriage great again.
Hard truths for
soft hearts.
Soft what?
Soft hearts.
Oh, hearts.
So
you said that with an F there.
So thanks so much for coming in today. Bluey.
Yeah, fascinating subject matter. I could hardly keep myself away.
Meghan and Harry.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Bet you follow what they do every day. Yeah,
it was so riveting.
I
could hardly contain myself when I heard the subject matter.
Yeah, look, she did that stunt in Paris though. You did not know about.
Well, I didn't know about that, and that was quite shocking actually.
Yeah, it pulled that type of stunt. She's trying to emulate Diana, channeling Diana. She's the new Diana, so to speak.
That would suggest that she somewhat lost the plot.
Absolutely, she did. But anyway, so that is something, I would like our listeners to think about. And, and don't forget to follow my Facebook page. I have 2 Facebook pages.
2?
Miss Dragonfly and Make Marriage Great Again.
You're not two-faced, are you?
No, I say that every time.
I say that every time.
So please follow both if you can, but at least follow one because I do post different things on the Facebook pages.
And how can they get a copy of your book?
Hang on, I'll finish. Make Marriage Great Again is where you'll find clips of the show. So you can watch our highlights and Miss Dragonfly Facebook page is where I post announcements about the shows and things that happen in the relationship sphere. And a reminder, you can download your free copy of my book, Your Complete Partner, by visiting my website, makemarriagegreatagain.net. And you can download it absolutely free. So the guide to finding a partner, a long-term partner for love, a marriage for a lifetime.
Well, Harry should have read it.
Yeah, Harry should have read it. Obviously he just followed his heart, or
he never knew your book was for free.
Yeah, that's why.
See, if he knew it was downloadable for free,
he would have been on it.
He probably would have downloaded it.
Yeah, someone needs to tap him on the shoulder.
He must have thought everybody has to pay for it.
Tap him on the shoulder that, okay, learn your lesson. Start again next time. And
next time.
Yeah. And choose wisely next time. Because as you know, it all starts with, the partner that you choose. Okay? Get it right the first time.
And it's not like he didn't have options, is it?
Oh, he had plenty of options.
It's not like he didn't have. He was hard up for a date.
Yeah, he wasn't. He could. Anyone would be interested in having a date with him.
Yeah.
Any woman, but I guess she knew how to push his buttons. And I think she painted herself as like Diana. He couldn't save his mother, but now he could save her. And apparently she said to him, "Look, your mother was killed because she went with a brown person, and the same thing. She's being attacked because she's a brown person. You're with a brown skinned person."
That's a bit lame.
Yeah, it is lame, but apparently that's what she's been doing psychologically. There's a bit damaged about his mother. Which at a middle-aged man, you should, the fact that you still carry, you're going on about that means you've got deeper issues. And if that's the case, you should be married.
We don't really know if he is.
Yeah,
we don't really know that if he is.
But he keeps claiming that on his book.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he keeps claiming that. So.
Oh, well.
So thank you so much again for coming in. And a reminder to everyone to tune in at the same time next week. So until then, it's bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Make marriage great again. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.